you knew. For weeks I've lived in the backroom sound where your crying complaints hit the greasy ground, distilling the poison in the circles of grace while wearing the starch collar mask on your face. A parasite feeding on the light of a name, fanning the embers of a cold-blooded shame. There is no criteria, no standard, no line, just the weight of a hand trying to borrow mine. You're forcing an intimacy, a technical lie under the hum of the corner cafe sky. But I can feel the invasion beneath the skin, where the rust and the reputation begin. It isn't a fury, it isn't a scream, just a surgical cut in the center of the dream. I'm dropping the porcelain, cold and dry, staring at the predator behind the eye. You are not the version you're trying to sell. I'm leaving the rot in its own little shell. Stay in the hollow, stay in the shade, with the bill for the wreckage that your sympathy made. The tea is lukewarm, the atmosphere is tight, saturated by the static of your parasitic spite. You talk of the us like a bridge over glass, watching the slow motion ghosts of us pass. But I've read the subtext of the whispers you've sown, the jagged edged harvest of a crop you've outgrown. You're the judge of the victim, the saint of the blur, forgetting the honest people we were. The limb is gangrenous, the marrow is black, and there's no way to weld the integrity back. No spectacle, no shouting, no fire, no smoke, just the raw copper snap of the core that you broke. Look at me now through the unmasked stare. I'm the only one left who is no longer there. The amputation is quiet, the amputation is clean, closing the files on the spaces between. It isn't a fury, it isn't a scream, just a surgical cut in the center of the dream. I'm dropping the porcelain, cold and dry, staring at the predator behind the eye. You are not the version you're trying to sell. I'm leaving the rot in its own little shell. Stay in the hollow, stay in the shade, with the bill for the wreckage that your sympathy made. Take the bill, take the void, the reputation you enjoyed. The jaw is still moving, but the sound is all gone. The silence is the only thing moving on. Alone, stay alone. The amputation is done. The amputation is done. The paper is trembling before the storm begins. A leaked map of whispers and scripted sins. I've read the screenplay of the things you say, delivered by the loyal ones you threw away. It's fascinating how the yellow of the heart finds a wicked room to pull a life apart. You try to nest in the fractures of my chest, collapse of the fuse. I'm tired of the falsified and the second-hand news. The Soko of the truth is a physical thing, cutting the wires where you used to cling. The stage antecedents, the tremor is real. The stage antecedents, the end of the deal. Burn the whole theater, the script and the mask. There's nothing left for a hollow man to ask. Go home and turn the heavy brass key. There's no room for your simulacrum inside of me. I prefer the distance, the cold and the wide, to the falsified loyalty you're trying to hide. Be yourself if there's anything left beneath the dissimulation and the slow motion theft. I know who I am and I know the terrain, and it doesn't include the parasite in your pain. Don't inhabit my vulnerabilities anymore. Also, a Brussels is a cold kind of cage. I'm turning the light out on the end of your page. Distance, respect. The tremor is gone. I am moving on. The afternoon is the color of wet slate, a grayscale filter on the theater of the gate. You're wearing the costume of a well-meaning man, running the lines of a performative plan. Friendship is a currency of hollow plastic coin, where the ethics are brittle and the fractures join. I'm watching the twitch of your practiced shallow smile, distilling the poison for mile after mile. Why try to inhabit a skin that isn't yours? A ghost scratching vertically at bolted up doors. Validation is a hunger you feed on the weak, using the shadows for the light that you seek. But the air is too heavy with the us and the we. I'm seeking the border of what's left of me. I'm imploding the bridges to find a solid ground, drowning out the static of a second-hand sound. Individuation is a cold and lonely blade, cutting through the fabric of the masquerade. Walk away from the wreckage, walk away from the noise. Leave the broken spirits and the parasitic joys. The integrity is found in the center of the void, in the silence of the bridges that I finally destroyed. The lesson is ancient, written in the grit, at the precise second where the foundations split. To be truly human is a solitary art that requires the removal of the false-hearted part. The imposters are gathered with a tally and a script from the same bitter reservoir that everybody sipped. But I'm clearing the chamber, I'm flushing the air of the imitation life that you brought in there. It isn't a vengeance, it isn't a scream, just a surgical way the concrete fall. The dust in the light is the only honest wall. No more performance, no more if or why, just the gray-colored truth of a leaden-colored sky. The noise is a sickness I've learned how to cure. The isolation is the only thing pure. I'm imploding the bridges to find the solid ground, drowning out the static of a second-hand sound. Individuation is a cold and lonely blade, cutting through the fabric of the masquerade. Walk away from the wreckage, walk away from the noise. Leave the broken spirits and the parasitic joys. The integrity is found in the center of the void, in the silence of the bridges that I finally destroy. Walk away, the ground is getting harder now. Walk away, the bridge is in the water now. No more criteria, no more noise, just the gray lights and the solid yard. The solid yard. Walk away. The air in the corner booth is a heavy gray gauze, saturated with the static of 1,000 flaws. You're running a fever of scripted regret, playing an imaginary violin I haven't heard yet. I feel the six-legged word, loyalty, crawl up the back of my neck toward the curve of the wall. The betrayal has a scent, a sharp metallic tang, the copper flavor of the trap that you let hang. Hallway whispers emphasize deep grins, peeling back the layers where the rot begins. The walls are shrinking to the size of your lies, watching the logic fail behind your eyes. The tension is a wire, a white knuckle knot, tightening in the marrow of the things I forgot. I'm breathing in the ozone of a breaking heart, watching the theater fall apart, trading the velvet for the brutal and the wide, for the honest indifference of the world outside. Don't give me the brother, don't give me the truth. I'm sick of the vacuum in the middle of you. The words are just detritus on the ballroom floor. I'm looking for the handle on the heavy-duty door. No more dialogue, no more breath, just the surgical silence of a social death. Every syllable you drop is an insect on the skin, mapping out the borders where the falsity begins. A drama in the dregs, a symphony of salt, waiting for the biology to come to a halt. My neck is a piston under too much steam, waking from the pressure of a cardboard dream. I'd rather have the gravel, I'd rather have the cold than the second-hand sympathy that's already been sold. I'm standing up slow, keeping my eyes on the void, leaving the reputation that the whispers destroyed. A dry cut gesture, a snapping of the cord. I'm no longer the passenger, the guest on your board. Outside the neon Footsteps on the asphalt, the only honest music left. Rhythmic and heavy, a chronological theft. The rain is a witness, the pavement is deep. The only true promise I was able to keep. Wet stone, cold air, leaving the echo of the person in the chair. The frequency is clear, I'm no longer here. The table is a boundary of polished, bitter oak, hiding the ivory pressure of a hand that never spoke. My knuckles are white, a landscape of porcelain and grit, waiting for the second where the shared foundation split. I'm listening to the rhythm of the story you brought in, the one you fed to vultures under a different skin. You traded my marrow in a circle of friends last night, bartering my failures for a second of the light. Now you're sitting across from me, breathing out the light, ignorant of the storm that's gathering in my eye. The danger isn't here, the jarring or the shattering of the glass. It's in the heavy-duty silence that I've allowed to pass. While you were busy talking, I was harvesting the coal, counting every fiber of the bond that you have sold. Let the atmosphere turn to lead. Listen to the inventory of the things I haven't said. Go home, I whisper, a little colored weight on the air. Go home and lock the cage while you've still got breath to spare. Before I lose the appetite for the sight of the descent. Before I tire of the tally of the time that you have spent. Get out now before the interest fades. Get out now into the thickening shades. Lies! He's tripping on the shadow of his own retreating feet. A rhythmic frantic staccato on the industrial street. I'm staying in the corner, I'm vigilant to the dark, extinguishing the residue of the day last spark. The execution was quiet, the execution was clean. You think the fantasy of the spices was line. Exhausted in red, the circle executes the gun. Intention line, the bloody ancestors. Vigilante!